Would you look at that? I'm actually on time tonight. Very cool. So, yes, here's a completely unoriginal setup that you are going to see a bunch of other people doing. And for good reason. It's stupidly effective. Setup, I'm bringing the Ferris Call, which I don't really use that much. Unless it's fights with ridiculously high defenses, like this one. Don't know if we actually needed it. But, I don't know, figure better safe than sorry. Maybe Gabranth would have been better. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I'm wondering if, I didn't test it. I'm wondering with Bartz and Chance, would it even mattered? I have no idea. But again, I figured better safe than sorry. One thing about this though, if you're going to run this strategy, you gotta let them take a turn early on. Otherwise, they will frame their turns and put up HP shields that you can't get around. So just let them act real quick and then you'll be fine. And I think I've solved my quandary from before, because I had mentioned I wasn't sure now what to do with a lot of these BT plus characters, and if it varies between characters. But for Bartz in particular, and I do this with Zidane too, I do the BT attack first, and then I do the BT phase. The reason I'm doing it this way is because, look, now we have the burst effect up, and now on his next turn he can just burst. And with Bartz in particular, you know how it works. When he attacks or does anything, he can even just C65 or use a call ability. Whenever he does anything, it increases the burst by 1 stack, and you want it at 3. And it increases when you're in the burst phase. So it would make more sense to me to just get the burst effect up real quick and then have that burst phase in and of itself do a little bit more damage because he reaches the 3 stacks in time. And then we just carry it over for the rest of the fight. Bartz isn't going to take a single turn after that. So we might as well just get it up as soon as possible. We'll see 65 too, sure, who cares? We'll do all of it. All good. So I'm pretty sure we're at 3 now. 2. Okay, we're at 2. We're gonna be at 3. And we have to get you down to 80. Because we are not doing crits. We did not bring any range damage, which those are the orbs, by the way. Crit damage, range damage. I mean, it makes sense, you know. Aranea, this is her lost chapter. And Prompto, too, since he's ranged. So it makes sense. Prompto is a straight-up skip. I have 0 attachment to the character. Full disclosure, I've still never played Final Fantasy 15. And he just doesn't interest me. His playstyle's not my thing, so I'm just gonna skip it. Fine by me. Quistis, though. I believe she's next. All in. I'm definitely getting Quistis. I love Quistis. Alright. Yeah, see? Okay, yeah. Ferris Call is helping maybe a little bit. Maybe it's helping a lot. I don't know, because I haven't run this without it. But look, we're even hitting weakness damage at the one on the left. And we're nowhere near breaking it. Like that was, yeah, the brave damage was in like 4,000s. That's nothing. Alright. So we seem to be ready to go. I was hoping the summon would be up in time so we could just get in, but I guess it didn't really matter either way. So we'll just do, yeah, we'll just keep looping now. I'm even going to loop in the summon. I understand that's free turns that we could otherwise use out of the summon, but Sid range is here, so we just damage race it. Even in the summon, sacrifice the free turns, at least what I'm doing. I'm sacrificing those free turns just to get Sid more turns. Not really a sacrifice, I'm not explaining this right, but pretty much if Sid's on the team, you want him to act as much as possible because the damage is absurd. That's really all this is. And now there's really nothing else to say about this fight. At least with this strategy. This is a pretty brain-dead strategy, I'll be honest. Really all you gotta watch out for is keeping Cavalry Commander up with Sid and just looping with the two of them. Yeah, not much else to be said really about this. This friend, Sid Rain, belongs to Dissopia's very own Alucard, so thank you for that. However, he is just here to watch. He didn't really do much of anything. So, is what it is. Although maybe, you know what? Maybe I should have brought him in during the summon. That might have been a better idea. You know what? It probably would have. Actually, yeah, that would have been totally fine. But then again, you know what? Okay, I'm just nitpicking. Clearly it doesn't matter. Because they are getting tore up right now and it's only going to get worse. Still have to get Sid's costume, which I do plan on doing before it goes away. It's so much cooler than the original. I love it. Thoughts on Green Bartz? I won't lie, I do like him, don't get me wrong, but maybe I'm just not looking at the right things, but I'm not noticing much of a difference. I know there are differences, okay, so don't jump all over me with that. I'm not saying he's exactly the same if he's not green, okay? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's actually a compliment to Bartz because he was just so good beforehand that I don't think he really needed much to make him better. That built-in enchant is nice, so no more need for the Fujin call, which is cool. I made plenty good use of it while it was relevant, but now it just isn't. Because for those who don't know, Bartz at 2 stacks now enchants the party. It didn't used to do that. That is new. So that I like. And now we're doing crit damage. So the orb is actually increasing, which is wonderful. Yeah, this is just a beatdown. Like if you want to just beat down the stage, just do this. There are going to be people out there doing more creative stuff, which will be cool to watch. I will too if I have time, but chances are I won't. I've been busy lately, so lately I've kind of just been doing one and done. Whatever works, I guess. It was fun doing this to multiple targets, because the only time I did the, as everyone's calling it, Sidmau setup now, was just on Sid's event, which was just a single target. Because I completely forgot until I went into this that Sid can set up other targets to be launched with his LD and EX, so that's very cool. So that means Sid can launch and then Aphmau can launch. Like, if it weren't for the launches, this video would have been a lot shorter, but the animations, they eat up a lot of time when it's happening over and over again. But it's still at an appropriate length. I don't like going over, like, 15 minutes. That's kind of my limit. But I'll try to get them, I don't know, I like making them short. Nice and bite-sized for our short attention span population. This music choice, I usually kind of like to pick a song that can in some way maybe relate to what we're fighting or the stage or how we're fighting, something. Usually I like to have the music kind of go along with what you're seeing on screen in some way. This right here doesn't whatsoever. I just like this track. This is, I actually did this specifically for a Discord member and now recently a junior mod by the name of Reality Theorist, because he said that Twilight Princess was his favorite Legend of Zelda game. And it's not my favorite, but it's definitely number 2. Majora's Mask is my favorite. But this song is one of my favorite Zelda tracks ever. I love it. This is, yeah, Hidden Village. If you haven't played, I'm about to spoil it. It's when Link raids this town, this like abandoned, dilapidated town. And there's all these like imp creatures with bow and arrows and stuff, and you have to be really stealthy and sneak around. I think there's 20 of them. You gotta kill them all and like save this woman from this village. It's probably my favorite part in the game. I just really like it. And the song's cool too. Definitely not the first time I've used it. Ever since I started putting music in the videos, this is one of the first tracks I use. And I'm going right back to it. This probably could have been lower than 7, but I don't care. This totally works. But we are going to stay right at 7. No more turns added to the count. Not going to happen. I had just ran out of cavalry commanders, so we had to do this. Probably could have used more of those here and there, get some splash damage, but it doesn't matter at all. This team is stupid. This team is just stupid. Alright, Reigns. You got this. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know this event was tonight. People had to tell me. I wasn't keeping track, but hey, it's done. This isn't a bad one. Well, with this, of course, it's not bad. Censor's a good option too, to constantly crit because of the rainbows. And he does range damage. He's a good pick. But who'd you guys run? Thanks for watching.